What if I told you, the next generation of millionaires won't come from tech, won't come from crypto, but from something people have been ignoring for years? Agriculture. I know. When you hear agriculture, you probably think of muddy boots, old tractors, and endless fields. It sounds boring, right? That's exactly why most people will miss it. They're too distracted by the next shiny app or the latest meme coin. But while the world is busy chasing fast money, the smartest investors are doing something different. They're quietly buying up farmland, funding food production, and setting themselves up for something massive. These aren't just farmers, they're strategic thinkers who see the future. Because at the end of the day, everyone needs to eat. And by the time the world catches on, it might already be too late. So, let me show you how the real wealth builders are making moves in agriculture, and how you can get in before everyone else wakes up. You don't have to be the one planting seeds or sweating under the sun to make money from agriculture. Most of us aren't going to become farmers overnight. But here's the secret. You can partner with people who already know what they're doing. You provide some capital to a farming project. Maybe it's corn, tomatoes, or cassava. The farmer uses your funds to buy seeds, fertilizer, and equipment. After the harvest, you and the farmer share the profits. Simple, right? There are cooperatives and crowdfunding platforms that let you chip in with as little as a few $100s. Farmers want partners, they need capital, and they're willing to share the rewards if you help them grow. This isn't just theory. There are success stories everywhere, from small towns in Africa to rural America. As food prices rise and demand grows, these projects are only getting more valuable. Even during downturns, agriculture keeps moving. Food is always in demand. Of course, every investment comes with risks, bad weather, price swings, or pests. But you can protect yourself by diversifying. Don't put all your money into one crop or one farmer. The earlier you get in, the more experience you build. When the gold rush starts, you're already ahead. Let's talk about a part of agriculture that's right under your nose, literally. Livestock farming. Think poultry, fish, goats. These aren't luxury goods, they're daily essentials. Every single day, people buy chicken, eggs, milk, and fish. No matter the season, no matter the economy. Here's where it gets really interesting. Unlike crops, livestock reproduce. That means your investment doesn't just sit there waiting for harvest. It grows, multiplies, and keeps paying you back. Imagine putting money into a poultry farm. One batch of chicks turns into layers, which lay eggs, which hatch into more chicks. It's a cycle, and the numbers add up fast. A single fish pond can be harvested multiple times a year. Goats have babies, and those babies grow up to produce milk or get sold for profit. You're not just buying a one-off product. You're buying into a never-ending production line. Smart investors are quietly partnering with livestock farmers. They provide capital for feed, medicine, or new facilities. In return, they get a share of the revenue. Every time animals are sold, eggs are delivered, or fish are harvested. There are even platforms now that let you join livestock projects remotely. You don't have to see a single chicken to start earning. It's all about trusting the systems, the track records, and the farmers themselves. But why livestock? Because protein demand is skyrocketing. As populations grow and diets change, the world needs more meat, eggs, and fish. Prices are climbing, and so are profits for those who get in early. Plus, livestock farming is flexible. Even if one batch faces challenges, the next can bounce back. Unlike tech or crypto, if something flops, you don't lose everything overnight. There's always another cycle coming. And here's a secret. Livestock investments can be surprisingly hands-on. You can visit the farm, check on your investment, or just track progress online. The farmer does the work, you get the benefits. But don't forget, this is a partnership. You win when the farmer wins. That's why building trust, checking credentials, and staying involved is so important. If the idea of owning hundreds of chickens or a school of fish sounds crazy, good. That's exactly why most people won't do it. But the ones who do, they're the ones quietly building real generational wealth. So, next time you eat an egg or grill some chicken, remember, someone, somewhere, is turning that into profit. Why not you? Now, let's shift gears. From tradition to technology. Modern agriculture, or smart farming, is changing everything you thought you knew about growing food. This isn't the old way of doing things. We're talking about greenhouses that monitor temperature and humidity, drip irrigation that saves water, and sensors that tell farmers exactly when to plant, water, and harvest. Why does this matter for investors? Because technology is making agriculture more predictable, more productive, and way more profitable. With smart farming, you can grow more food on less land, with fewer resources and less risk. Picture this: a greenhouse packed with tomatoes, cucumbers, or strawberries, all ripening perfectly, every single season. No more worrying about floods, droughts, or pests wiping out your profits. Controlled environments mean consistent harvests, and that means consistent returns. Investors are pouring money into these high-tech farms. They're buying shares in greenhouse projects, funding cutting-edge irrigation systems, and backing startups that use AI to maximize crop yields. This isn't just farming, it's a data-driven business, and the results are insane. Some greenhouses produce 5 times more food per acre than traditional farms. The tech pays for itself fast, and the profits just keep coming. But you don't have to be an expert in agriculture or technology to get involved. Many projects are looking for investors. You can join as a silent partner, provide capital, and watch the business grow. The farmers and tech teams handle the rest. Smart farming is also great for the planet. Efficient irrigation saves water, controlled environments use less pesticide, and higher yields mean less land is needed. It's a win for your wallet, and a win for the environment. Let's not forget, the world's population is exploding. We need to produce more food than ever before, and only technology can bridge that gap. Investors who understand this are getting in early, locking in their share of the future. And the best part? Smart farming is scalable. Start small, learn the ropes, and reinvest as you grow. Your knowledge compounds, just like your profits. If you're looking for a way to future-proof your investments, this is it. Technology is already reshaping agriculture, and those who get in now will ride the wave all the way to the top. Don't let the word farming fool you. This is innovation at its finest, and it's open to anyone willing to see the opportunity. Here's another strategy the ultra-wealthy love, but almost nobody talks about: simply owning the land. Farmland investment. That's right, some people don't farm, don't raise animals, and don't even visit the field. They just buy the land and lease it to those who do the work. Think about that. You become a landlord, but instead of apartments or offices, your tenants are farmers. Every season, they pay you rent to use your land. You get steady, passive income, while they handle the hard labor. And farmland isn't just any real estate. It's one of the most stable assets you can own. Through wars, recessions, and market crashes, land keeps its value. In fact, farmland prices have quietly outperformed the stock market in many countries over decades. But it gets better. As food demand rises, farmland becomes even more valuable. Not only do you earn rent, but the land itself appreciates over time. It's a double win: income now and a bigger payday later. Investing in farmland is easier than you think. You don't need to buy hundreds of acres. There are farmland funds, REITs, and even online platforms that let you own a slice of agricultural land. You can start small and scale up as you learn. And here's an overlooked bonus: farmland is almost recession-proof. When everything else crashes, people still need to eat. Farmers need land, and you're providing it. Your income keeps flowing, no matter what's happening in the markets. Some of the richest families in the world quietly buy farmland and hold it for generations. It's their secret to lasting wealth. You can join them, even if you're starting small. Plus, you're supporting a real productive industry. Your investment helps farmers grow food, feed families, and build stronger communities. Think of it as set it and forget it investing. Once you've got good tenants and a solid lease, the rest takes care of itself. You can focus on other things, knowing your land is working for you 24/7. Of course, as with any investment, do your homework. Check the land's history, the lease terms, and the farmer's track record. But once you're set, it's one of the most hands-off ways to profit from agriculture. So, while everyone else is chasing the next big thing, you could be quietly building wealth, 1 acre at a time. So now you know, the silent gold mine isn't hiding in the next tech unicorn or crypto coin. It's right under your feet, in the fields, the barns, and the greenhouses. Will you ignore this, like most people? Or will you start learning, start small, and position yourself early? Because by the time everyone wakes up, the best opportunities might be gone. This isn't just about making money. It's about building real, lasting wealth and helping feed the world in the process. You don't need to be a farmer. You just need to be smart, open-minded, and willing to move before the crowd. If you want to join the new wave of investors and make sure you never miss out, follow and subscribe, because in the next videos I'll show you exactly how to start, even with little capital. And trust me,